Good Tuesday morning. Welcome to Ocala Talks. I am your host, Tom Schmitz, coming to you from the palatial studios of WOCA Radio, located just off the runway at the Ocala International Airport on a bright, sunny, albeit chilly Tuesday morning. Galen Unall from Life South joins us. Thanks to good folks at Palm Garden Health and Rehabilitation Center, located at 2700 Southwest 34th Street. They offer skilled nursing, physical, occupational, and speech therapy. If you have any questions how Palm Garden's handling the COVID pandemic, please call them at 352-854-6262. Of course, Penn Flooring, family-owned and operated, serving Marion County for over 30-plus years. Penn Flooring owes every bit of their success to their unrivaled customer service. They have experience in both commercial and residential flooring. Go see their gargantuan showroom at 1201 Southwest 17th Street here in Ocala, or give them a call at 352-351-3420. And, of course, just shipped. They flipped the script on shipping just in time for the holidays. Before, you had to get all your holiday packages. You had to box them up. You had to make sure that they were taken care of for fragile reasons, or fragile, if you watch the Christmas Story. And you had to go stand in line at the post office or the UPS store. Well, you don't have to do that now. Just shipped for a small pickup fee plus postage. They will box it up. They will wrap it up. They'll go stand in line, saving you time and money. And as we know, time is money, so they save you money on top of money. Go to justship.net for more information. Galen, good morning.
Hey, what's going on, Tom? How are you today?
Well, I'm good. It's another day where I'm standing up. My legs don't hurt, but I will tell you this. Even though I'm on the mend, it seems like I'm not going to do any dancing, because in case I get called to play quarterback, I don't want to hurt my knee dancing or anything.
Yeah, it's just, again, the Florida Gators are falling apart from inside out. And that's usually how teams, that's when you
they
can
implode.
Tell the real
Yeah,
lack of
they
leadership.
implode.
Yeah. And again, I don't blame Richardson who danced.
We're talking about Anthony Richardson supposedly hurt his knee while dancing at the hotel. He's 19 years old. The kid's going to put music on. He's going to dance. That's going to happen.
Yeah, but here's the problem I have with it. The fact that we even know that that's how he hurt his knee tells you everything you need to know. Because that's usually something that's kept inside.
Yeah, because it's the kid's
embarrassing.
Well, it's the kid's private too. It's his medical, HIPAA laws. We can't tell you what's going on, how he hurt himself.
Well, yeah, I understand. I mean,
that's the excuse they use. That's the excuse football coaches use. We can't tell you. We can't tell you how he hurt himself.
But the fact that it came out tells you that there's really no loyalty in that locker room. You're supposed to be a band of brothers, and you create that wall. And maybe it comes out 3 weeks later, or maybe when he comes back and he's healthy, he's like, I'm not going to do any pregame dancing, right? Something like that. That's how good together teams handle it. This came out, I heard the rumor on Sunday that he heard it dancing. And I was like, wow, all right, okay, why do I know that? It just tells you that locker room is splintered. And it's another sign to me that Mullen has completely lost that locker room.
And it seems like because it's the news leaked out about a quarterback. And, look, I'm telling you, this is how this leaked out. And for people to say, Tom, you don't know that for sure. No. I've been in numerous locker rooms in college situations. Believe me, this is what happened because the coaching staff didn't leak this.
Don't. I think they're also looking for scapegoats.
No. But here's what happened.
Fired 2 of them.
Here's what happened. A coach might have told this to be leaked, but a GA leaked this. Or a player leaked this to just in passing to a reporter, or maybe a student reporter that leaked this, it was giving it something. And I firmly believe it was probably from the faction that thinks Emory Jones is the better chance to win than Anthony Richardson. And that's what I'm saying, is I believe this probably, like you said, the locker room is fractured, and it is Dan Mullen's feat because this late in the season, not winning, people are going to start to pick sides of, well, we'd win better if we had Emory Jones in there. No, we'd win better if we had Anthony Richardson in there. That's going to start happening when you're losing games you shouldn't lose, 3 touchdown favorites, and you get blown out. Those kind of things, those lines start getting drawn. And if a head coach doesn't stay on top of that and nip that in the bud, that makes for an ugly, ugly locker room.
Yeah, that's exactly right. But, again, that is the coach. That's what happens when you have 2 quarterbacks. Right? Everybody has to, because as a player, you have to pick a side. You know,
you have to get a guy. You have to get behind a guy that you want to go fight for. You have to.
Right, unless there's some really strong leadership somewhere else on the field, right, where you can.
Have we seen that at Florida? No, we have not.
Not this year. I mean, you could go back to the Terry Dean, Danny
but not
days.
Right, but not this year.
No, definitely not this year. And again, it just can divide a team, and you can say all you want. The quarterback is the most important position on the field.
100%.
In any offense where they pass the ball more than 15 times.
100%.
Right? At Georgia Southern, the quarterback's a little bit different.
No, he's still the most important guy on the field because him and the center are the only guys that touch the ball every play.
That's correct.
The quarterback at Georgia Southern,
time,
he still has to read whether to pull that ball out of the fullback's gut on the dive, whether to take the quarterback. Even in that kind of situation, the quarterback is still the most important person on the field at all times.
But the bottom line is they can put somebody else in there, and it's you can still run your offense.
Yes.
You lose a quarterback in many of these systems, and you can't run your offense anymore.
Oh, 100%. I agree, especially the passing offense.
And the problem is, and this is where we get this is where I was going with my point. Each of these individuals, they're completely different in a lot of ways. Even though people look at them and they go, "Oh, okay, they're just the same, same quarterback. They both dual threats. They both throw the ball differently. They both like different routes. They both like different coverages. They both like different bailout routes where they should put the running back so that he can always find them. Where's his option routes? They read defenses differently because they're different human beings. And when you have 2 quarterbacks, you can't tailor your offense to one guy, right? There's you always hear about anytime there's a mic'd up, right, with a quarterback and he's talking to the coach and the offensive coordinator, they'll always say, "Hey, what do you like here?" They've already practiced it 100 times in practice, whatever that play is. If you have 2 quarterbacks, you've practiced it half as much, right? And then you have to get everybody on the field, all those reps, and so it's diminished dramatically. That's the key when you only have, or when you have 2 quarterbacks and don't have just one.
I couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. It's one of those things. Anytime a coach comes out at the beginning of the season and goes, "We're going to go into the season and we're just going to let both of them play and see what happens," that means the coach has no idea who the better player is. He has no idea who should be in control of his offense. And if you're the head coach, you're making the money Dan Mullen's making, you're supposed to know those damn things.
Right, that's exactly right. And again, when you go in, and most coaches always say, "Look, this is my guy," and good coaches say, "I'm going to ride with him. I'm going to ride with him as long as I can, so that guy's not looking over his shoulder." Now, you look at Alabama, right? Remember when Alabama had Tua and Jalen Hurts?
Right.
When that decision was made to go with Tua, it's because Nick Saban said, "This guy now gives me a better chance of winning."
And he won, by the way, he won. He came and brought Alabama all the way back, won a national championship that way.
Right, but Nick Saban gave Jalen Hurts as much time as he could, and at the same time, during practice and everything, he was letting Tua continue to develop.
Right.
That's good coaching.
Yeah.
And that's good leadership. Neither one of those things is happening. Right? If you're Emory Jones, you're scared to death. If you're Anthony Richardson, you're scared to death.
And here's
There's
the thing.
No way you.
Here's the other thing that Dan Mullen did, and we got to go to break. But here's the other thing that I don't like that he did, is he let everybody, press and everybody, go, it's Emory Jones' time. He's waited his time. This is his team. And so he kind of painted Emory Jones into a corner that it's your team now, buddy. You got to perform. Was Emory Jones the best quarterback at the beginning of the season? I don't know. I don't know if he was or not. I wasn't out there watching every day at practice and everything, but it was almost like Dan Mullen was painted into a corner and took the bait that it's Emory Jones' time. He's waited. He's your quarterback. You recruited him. He waited his time behind the drop-back passers. You got to make him the starter now. And when you back yourself into a corner or put yourself into a corner like that, that sets you up for defeat.
And if you're going to do that, right, then you say, I'm riding.
You live with it. You live and die with it. Ride and die.
That's right. Right. Or you go, you know what? We're just going to focus on getting Anthony Richardson better every day. He's my quarterback. He's going to have mistakes that a young quarterback makes. We're going to learn from him. We're going to develop him. Everybody in Gator Nation would go, okay, all right, we're going to develop this guy. We're going to make him the next Tim Tebow.
Right. The next Dak Prescott.
Or the next
right.
Dak Prescott. Right. All of those things. But instead, you got a little bit of both, and you're getting the worst of each player.
And he set up both kids for failure. He set up both kids for failure by doing that. We got to take a break. We'll be right back after this timeout. You're listening to 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. This is WOCA, The Source.
You or your loved one being released from a hospital and wondering how you'll manage? Inform your physician that you want to go to Palm Garden of Ocala at 2700 Southwest 34th Street for your rehabilitation. Palm Garden provides pain management, post-discharge follow-up, diabetic care, psychosocial support, and so much more. Plus, they even offer outpatient rehab. This award-winning care facility has a team of licensed professionals dedicated to enhancing your independence. Call 352-854-6262 today.
Are you wasting time boxing up packages and going to the post office or the UPS store? Are you tired of not knowing what you'll pay when you get there? Just Ship offers pickup service and flat rate packaging and postage rates, which takes the guesswork out of shipping while saving you time and money. So quit wasting valuable time and money. Call or text Just Ship at 352-234-3840. That's 352-234-3840. Just Shipped.
Here is exciting news from the College of Central Florida. On Tuesday the 9th at 8:35 a.m., Dr. Raffle Robinson from CF will be Tom's guest to tell us about enrollment for spring, the virtual application night, and open house. Be sure to tune in to learn how you can further your education in a field you love. Again, that's Tuesday the 9th at 8:35 for higher education happenings.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Now you've done it. Have you lost your mind? He's back. And you're listening again. A legend in his own mind. Don't believe me? Just ask him. Here's Tom Schmitz live on WOCA. The Source.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks on a Tuesday. Good folks from CF are in the building. They'll be here for our higher education moment at 8:35 this morning. So we got Galen for about 10 more minutes, which a lot of people are going, oh, man, that's terrible. And then there are a lot of people that just about wrecked because they started clapping and cheering on the side of the road. So I don't know what it means, Galen. Have you lost the locker room? You may have lost the locker room.
I'm not sure. But it wouldn't be the first locker room I lost.
Nor would it be the first one I lost if I lost it. Hey,
and by the way, I will say that it is easy. It is easy to lose a team as a coach. Been there, done that, and once you lose it, Tom, it's very, very, very difficult to get it back.
100%. Once you're tuned out, you're pretty much, you need to move on. Once you're tuned out, it's a move on situation for the most part. because
or you get new players.
or you get new kids. That's it. Either or, you get new kids. Hey, let's switch gears and talk about college football officiating for a moment. The Big Ten has come out and apologized to the University of Michigan for calls that it made in the Michigan State game, where it actually the most egregious was the fumble that was ruled on the field to be recovered by Michigan for a touchdown. Then the replay officials overturned the ruling, saying that he was down before losing control of the ball. The NCAA, the Big Ten says, yeah, we blew that call on the replay. Now, I'm not picking on the Big Ten.
Right.
I'm not picking on the Big Ten. But what does that say when you admit we blew that call on the replay? That's supposed to the replay's there to get it right. How do you blow the call on the replay?
Apparently, the replay official didn't look at all of the angles. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. I really don't want to talk about officials. The last game I probably will ever broadcast was officiated by Ricky Howard. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, I heard it was a great game. So, but I don't know. I get fed up. I go in and out of love with replay because I want them to get it right. But then I want the human element of the game as well. And so I like sometimes when they get it wrong because it gives us something to argue about and talk about. And, if that referee had got that play right, we'd have beat you that year, You
know what's changed my mind on replay in football? The red zone. Because I don't have to sit there and watch for 45 minutes, it seems, while they look it over and over and over and over again. Right?
Right.
Look at it. Let's move on. But red zone, I don't care how long it takes because I'm already on to another game.
Right. I'm taken back every time I think about replay officials and everything, and this is how old I am, I know, but I'm remembering, and you may not even remember this episode, but it was an episode of the Brady Bunch where Greg was a photographer for the high school, and the referees blew a call. They said the receiver was out of bounds, and Greg Brady had taken a picture of where the receiver's toe was in bounds and it was a touchdown, and he was wrestling with whether he should put it in the school newspaper and all and embarrass the referees about it and everything. And so every time I think of replay, I immediately go back to that moment when I was a kid, and that's probably my first hatred, where my first just dislike and disregard and hatred for the Stripes happened was as a youth watching them blow a call on the Brady Bunch. That's how sick I am. There's where my hatred. Long before I played a first down in high school or junior high school, I already had a disdainment for the referees because of a Brady Bunch episode. That's the sicko I am.
Yeah, and I will say this. I mean, I get it. Referees are human. What I don't like is when officials get in the way. Right? I get it. Officials are going to blow calls. Sometimes you're 50-50. They're making a split-second decision. I respect that. What I don't respect is when they put themselves into the game or they misinterpret the rules that they're supposed to know. So those are the things that bother me.
So then you just don't like Joe West or Angel Hernandez just right away.
Well, I mean, I think Joe West I think Joe West, yeah, Joe West is interesting. I don't think he's terrible.
But he likes to be seen.
He does like to be seen, and he likes to make a big deal when he's arguing with you.
Yes.
But at the same time, he knows the rule book. He's not a terrible referee. He just makes it a lot about him, and that any game that Joe West calls is instantly longer.
Instantly.
So,
but
they're just it's just
what good.
High school's different. High school's different because in high school they don't always know the rules.
Right. No,
and they don't
100%.
get authority.
100%. They don't always know the rules.
They gave the answers to the new officials. They gave the answers to the officiating test this year to ensure they had enough officials. I know for a fact that happened, and it's It's the penalty that's 25 yards off the ball.
Yeah,
that back
judge that throws a clipping penalty from 35 yards away because he thinks the referee missed it in the backfield. That's the guy that aggravates me. I saw that penalty. How'd the referee miss that? Well, I'll throw my flag from back here. That's the guy
that's right.
That's the guy that aggravates me to no end. Here's what else aggravates me. Why did the Big Ten have to come out and say we got it wrong?
Oh, that's a good point. I mean, we'll just move on.
Game's over. Sorry, game's over. We'll look at it. If there's things we see, we'll cue our referees on it. Next game, move on. Why do they have to admit they were wrong?
Right. Why not handle it internally? I mean, don't we know from the decades of evidence when you come out and publicly say, "Yeah, we screwed this up"? It doesn't really work. You can admit that you're wrong without telling the whole world you're wrong, I guess. And just make sure that official said doesn't ever do a game again.
Yeah, it just and to do it, to give it to now Jim Harbaugh, because he likes the cameras. He's going to run out for the next 3 days talking about how bad the officiating. We should have beat Michigan State. Well, you didn't, and they're not taking the loss away. But he's using that as a bargaining chip. He's using that as a chip now. Oh, we should be ranked higher. We should be up there near the top for the conference.
Should. And that's pretty good. I do think they beat Ohio State, though.
So do I. I think they're a better football team.
I don't even know where that game's being played. I don't even know where they're playing. Is that played at the Big House or what?
Let's see. Michigan.
No idea. I don't even know. I know it's in like 3 weeks or 2 weeks. Same week as Florida State, Florida.
Ohio State, Michigan it's Ohio State versus Michigan, so it will be at Michigan.
Oh, in the Big House.
At the Big House, yep. And it is November 27th.
Yeah, same as Florida State.
Same as Florida State. So it'll be, but that's another game that I'm not looking forward to, Florida State. Just not looking forward to it. Hey, by the way, I was looking forward to it, after the first couple games. I thought it was going to be a pretty good game. Thought it'd be a pretty good time for Florida fans. Not looking forward to it.
Clear. It'll be a get-right game for one of the two teams.
Yes.
At the end of that game, we'll have a clear direction of both schools.
One of them will be, and I firmly believe that the clear direction of one of them will be their program's going in the direction of a directional school.
Correct. And and again, I really believe Mullins has a whole lot more to lose than Florida State. A whole lot more.
They were a top 10 team in the country when the season started. Nobody said Florida State was top 10 anything at the beginning of the season.
Well, maybe now both of these schools will spend a little more time in Marion County and get some football players.
Maybe Dan Mullen will spend some more time getting something, recruiting period. Here's the thing, and we don't have much time. We got 30 seconds, so I can't get into it. We'll do it later. But here's the thing. He's not Steve Spurrier. He can't go in and go, well, you want to come play with us or not? There's a lot of guys who want to play with us, so if you want to come play with us, we'll give you a scholarship. But I'm not, I'm Steve Spurrier. I've got somebody else to go see. Dan Mullen's not that guy. Dan Mullen's not him.
That's correct.
Galen, where's the blood mobile?
And gone are the days where a coach could just walk in from Florida and instantly recruit you.
Where's the blood mobile?
Today we are at the Lowe's right there on 40, so come by and see us there. But as always, get out there, get the life, donate blood.
Galen,
Patriots.
Galen,
yes, baby.
Galen, talk to you tomorrow.
Bye, all.
We'll be right back after this timeout with the good folks from CF, with talking about the new upcoming spring semester. We'll do that next right here on WOCA, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.